When we start really wanting to run for Diamond and be successful with this business, there can be all different types of shiny, different objects to go after, whether it's a new training that you've been watching or something that a top coach has been doing. We want you to really make sure you're getting the basics down first, that you have that core ingredient of what you can do to be successful. This business is not hard, but you do have to just focus on those key items, the three vital behaviors, and making sure you're doing them correctly. So that's why I want to make sure that you are using the business activity tracker. This can be found in the Coach Online office. It's also in the file section of this group. So being proof the product works, doing your personal development, inviting people, posting 3 times per day on social media, adding the new contacts, inviting people for your challenge groups, inviting people to the business opportunity webinar, inviting people to just learn about the business, following up with your current customers, with your current coaches. These are all things that are going to be productive. A lot of coaches can get caught up in doing the things that are busy work and don't equal results. The things that I'm talking about are like Facebook scrolling and watching tons of YouTube videos from top coaches, but then they don't do anything. They learn, but they're not actually putting the knowledge to use. So we have to make sure that you're actually doing these things and not just knowing about them. So use the business activity tracker. Also use the Coach Daily to-do list, which is in the file section of this group as well. This will give you more key things to follow. So, texting people and checking into the team page on Facebook, listening to the national wake-up call. Who did you invite? Not just inviting people, but making sure you list the names. So use these activities to then plan out your day, plan out your calendar. I'm going to show you guys how you can use Google Calendar to make sure you're organized, because there's a lot of information coming at you, and building a brand new business, there's a lot of things going on. So you want to make sure that your business, your full-time job, being a mom, being a spouse, everything is organized and you have really great time management, where you're spending time on the things that are important instead of spending time on the things that are not so important and that are easy to do. Because yes, inviting to the business is hard, and those are the things that are going to get you to Diamond and beyond Diamond and really build your business. So make sure you're focusing on the right behaviors. So I use Google Calendar. If you don't have Gmail account, you could just make one up. If you go to Gmail or google.com, right on the left-hand side, there's like those 9 squares. Click on them, and then your calendar is right here, plain and simple. I plan my calendar out a week ahead of time. So on Sunday nights, I sit down, I look at what I already have plugged in. Maybe I had a doctor's appointment or I have a family birthday that's already plugged in. So now on Sunday nights, I can sit down and plug in what's on the Coach Daily to-do list. So I can plug in my 10 minutes of personal development in the morning, which I suggest doing in the morning, so you're energized, so you have more confidence when you're going out there and you're inviting people. If you need to wake up earlier, wake up 10 minutes earlier. I think it's totally worth it. Being product of the product, doing your workout, having your Shakeology, posting in your challenge groups and your training, making sure you're answering questions and getting back to those coaches, getting back to the customers that you're already working with. Adding new people to Facebook. Well, if you click on the item, you can see right here, you can give it a title, you can change the time, you can add where it's going to be at, you can add a description, you can actually change the color, you can make sure you're getting notified. So a pop-up can come an hour, half an hour, 15 minutes. You can add people to be notified of this event. So maybe you want to make sure that your coach is going to be getting on a call with you. You can send them a reminder email. So lots of cool things with this Google Calendar. If you're not a Google Calendar person, if you use your iPhone, you can use paper and pen, but make sure you're having something where you're being organized and you're getting that time management done and scheduling those big things first. So like I said before, I schedule family appointments, that kind of stuff first. Obviously, my full-time job I'm putting in there first. So you want to schedule those big rocks, the big things that are important to you first, and then you can start adding those little things in between that you can then get those blocks of times to fit it in. Listening to the National Wake Up Call. So a lot of the things for my own personal business I do in the mornings, following up, inviting. And then at night is when I do my team calls, my one-on-one calls, my three-way calls, my business opportunity webinars. So the team is at night. My personal business is typically in the morning. And then I have my full-time job during the middle of the day. I'm kind of winding down because it's, gearing towards summer. So I don't have too much of my full-time job in here. So what else you can do with Google Calendars is using the task list on the left-hand side. So if it's a task that is not really on the Coach Daily to-do list or not on the BAT, so maybe there is a YouTube video that you do want to watch and you don't want to forget about it, write it in here. And then when you have a spot, maybe Thursday from 11 to 12, you can fit that in. If you want to make a video on how to post on Facebook for your coaches, for your downline to watch, that way you're duplicating and you're not repeating yourself over and over. You can say, here's a video. Okay, I have time all day on Friday to work on my videos. And all you do here, if you want to add a task, is go to the plus, and then you can click on it right here and type in whatever you want. And then when you're done doing that task, you can click on it and it checks it off. Really, really awesome. So make sure that you're scheduling those big, important things first. Use the BAT, use the Coach Daily to-do list, whether you have printed it out and it's right on your computer, whether you're writing it on paper and pen, writing it with paper and pen, or you're using Gmail and using the calendar, whatever it is, schedule those big things first and do those daily activities that are going to be showing you results and not just giving you those busy work. So make sure today in our group you are posting exactly what activities you're doing today and how you're going to stay organized. What tool are you going to use to schedule your Beachbody time? And honestly, you can use this for your family time, for everything. So it's not just about Beachbody, it's just about getting your entire life organized. If you have any questions, of course, post them below. And I can't wait to see what you guys are going to be using and what activities that you are putting into action and not just saying, okay, these are the 3 vital behaviors and not actually doing them. So make sure you're putting action, you're doing them, you're writing down what people you're inviting, and you put that in your calendar. Thanks.